Hello and welcome to another movie reaction stream, and today we have A Clockwork Orange from 1971. We're going back in time quite a bit. I mean, last time we watched Carrie, which was also from the 70s, but yeah, going back quite a bit, that's for sure. Wait, my chat is looking weird. Okay, I think it's good. So yeah, timer reaction as always, bring your copy of the movie and watch alongside me. As always, the link to my Discord is in the description if you're interested in posting stuff, sharing stuff. The link to my stream amount where you can donate to support me, the link to my Patreon, where you can also support me and vote in polls for reaction. This one was on poll. Oh, I didn't even realize that it died. Well, 2 days ago when I made this stream, it wasn't died. Yeah, I guess someone else voted for the Grand Budapest Hotel. But yeah, so I make polls pretty often. Right now, for a couple of weeks, it's gonna be only anime poll, focusing on like winter 2026. But after that, I might get back to movie poll. Do I listen time? I'll be honest, I am not sure what the movie reaction are gonna go. You know, I tend to have 0 viewers on most of the streams, and what I really enjoy doing them. Is it worth it? Is what I keep thinking. You know, I could be doing some of the stream that people want to watch, and the anime reaction do get more viewers. So I don't know. I really enjoy watching classic and great movies. But again, you know, I'm not really sure if this is gonna continue. Yeah. We'll see. Right now I'm just kind of like unsure, so again we're gonna take a break after this one for a while, and you know, after that I guess I'd gauge the interest. Maybe, you know, if other people tell me I'd like you to watch this movie or this movie or this movie, but frankly so far it's been kind of dead. Like, not only is there most of the time 0 viewers on the stream, you know, no one ever suggests movies, so every time I make a list I basically find them myself, and you know, it's not exactly how I want to go about this, you know. So it might be something that I drop. I mean, it is a remnant of a stream series from the old channel. Maybe it is time to move on, yeah. But beyond that, I also have a membership on this channel, on this YouTube channel, where you can join, support me, get emojis to use in the chat, and also like request reaction every month. So take a look. But yeah, I've heard of this movie before. I know the meme of the guy with the eyes open, right? That's about it. I don't know what it's about. I know it's by Stanley Kubrick, and I think he did The Shining, right? Let's see. Yeah, this is the guy behind The Shining, right? No? Oh, wait. 2001: A Space Odyssey, Full Metal Jacket. I have seen those two. I have seen those two movies. Oh yeah, he did the... Wait, the screenplay of The Shining. Did he not direct The Shining? No, he did direct it. Okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah. And so I've also seen Full Metal Jacket and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah? Both pretty amazing movie, no doubt. And looking at rating, yeah, Clockwork Orange is definitely one of his better ones. It came out after 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm interested. Do I know any actors? I don't know. Michael Bates, maybe. The name is familiar. Maybe not. Yeah, no, I don't think so. 71 is a minute ago, that's for sure. That's for sure. But yeah, incredibly well rated movie. I know it's a classic. Is this an adaptation? I wonder. Kind of like The Shining is a Stephen King adaptation. Is A Clockwork Orange an adaptation? Oh, the cinematic adaptation of A Clockwork Orange was not initially planned. So it is an adaptation, yeah. Yeah, okay. Based on a book, okay. It's on a book. It's a book from 62. Okay, no spoiler though. From 1962, so it really didn't come out like too long before the movie, yeah? Not even a decade before the movie. Interesting. Okay. Is there much more to say? I don't think so. Hopefully it's a good movie. I'm guessing it's pretty messed up, considering again, like the one image I know is the guy's eyes being forced to watch something. It's like a classic internet meme, you've seen it all the time, right? So yeah, hope it's a good one. So this is the timer reaction page. as always, bring your version. My version of the movie is Blu-ray, but also it's 2 hours, 16 minutes and 35 seconds. Depending on what version you're watching, you might have different logos, so it throws off the syncing. But I'll be describing what logo I have and describe the beginning of the movie so you know how to sync in, as always. But yeah, I'm kind of early, but again, like, I don't really know if anyone is gonna watch this reaction, so it doesn't really matter when I start, right? So it's one of those things where, like, it's maybe like a stupid self-destructive cycle, but since I know I'm gonna have zero viewers, I tend to just start early anyway and not really wait for people to show up, because I kind of expect no one to show up anyway. And it's kind of always been like a, escalation where I keep starting earlier anyway, thinking maybe people will watch The Void, but I guess it'll be a miracle if someone watches it live. Maybe it's a stupid thing to do, but I've fallen into that for a while now. Anyway, let's watch the movie. Mine starts with like a red screen, for example, just to give you an idea. So, A Clockwork Orange, 1971. Let's get into it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Red screen and creepy music. It's just a red screen for now. Is my version bricked or something? Oh, Warner Bros. A Keeney Company presents. Okay. Stanley Kubrick production. Clockwork Orange. I guess it's supposed to be orange, but it looks red to me. Oh, some guy. The one in my image. He looks crazy. Pan out. Milk. Okay, I hope you're synced in. What are those outfits? Moloko Velocette. The mannequin are creepy. Dim. What is that? It's a British movie, I didn't share that. It's not a bad song though. Are the homeless hunter? Cutter? I don't know about the 70s, but these days it feels like it's the opposite, right? The old do better than the young. Thanks to the system. It's one of the most disgusting things, homeless violence, I mean. As if these people don't already have enough. Oh, they're rapists too. Drugs. Okay. This is 1 hour start for a movie, huh? This is all so fucked up, huh? Like we started with visually, like the room was just purely creepy, but now it's like more straightforward, like fucked upness. Oh, it wasn't this group, okay. This guy's talking like he's doing a theater play. He's got a German cross. And a switchblade. I mean, this time I'm rooting for the homeless hunter, I guess. Beat the rapist up, yeah. Okay. It's like pro wrestling. Damn, that's some good stunts though. Okay. That's really fun to watch. Sirens. The copper. This is already like the weirdest movie I've seen recently. That's a crazy shot. Huh? Your gutty words. They're gonna crash. Huh? Oh. That works too. Like before I thought maybe they're doing some kind of weird twisted justice, but no. They are just a fucked up gang. But against rape. But also they don't mind messing with normal people. It's interesting, the Ungarischen. Really makes him look stand out. Are they robbing a place? An artist, a writer? Is that kind of 70s looking? Oh wow, futuristic house, you know, that's... It's that futuristic retro aesthetic. Checkered floor. It's a good thing you can't fall for this kind of trick these days, right? You just assume everybody has a phone, so it's only saying that I'm sus. Like they're dressed like circus performer, yeah, that's what they're doing, I guess. They're like a group of jokers, I guess. I mean, they're like walking chaos incarnate. Okay. Wait, so they are rapists? I thought they... What? I'm so confused. So like, earlier it was just about fighting some dudes. It wasn't about selling the gun, I guess. Fair enough. I was surprised how much 70s movies don't mind showing crazy amount of nudity. I mean, I don't mind, it's more like things have really changed, you know? Even though you'd think that people were more prudes back then. But I guess not. Okay. Well, this is one fucked up movie. And we're like 15 minutes in. Oh, this is like their own base. The mannequin is so fucking creepy. Wait, it gives the milk from the teeth? No way. Wow. The vodka? Beethoven. Saying the rapist. Man, the dialogue is literally like a classic book, yeah, I mean. Feels like those lines are pulled from the book, probably, right? They did not adapt it for screen. It's more like theater. Bad ways is right ways. This dialogue. I don't think I've ever spoken English in my life after listening to all this. If this is what English is meant to be. Okay. I mean, this looks like the zombie apocalypse happened. What kind of place? Everything is so weird, I mean. Not the vagina spreading painting, but even like, what is this bad shit? Like, everything about the aesthetic is so weird. I kind of like the bed sheet though. Oh, it's just a pet snake. He does look a bit like Luke Skywalker like this. Mr. Ludwig van. Oh, it's... I was wondering about the statue as well. Yeah, they're less crucified, they're more having a party. Gorgeosity. Slushid. Huh? Oh, he's watching movies. Damn, mom. Working some color there. Wait, is a schoolboy? Why does everything look so weird? What is this room? Odd things. Odd things. They weren't even covering their face with like the attacks, so like, did they kill them for no witness, or like, because if they're alive, they saw the face? No? I'm sorry, it just looks like such a rich people's place, so are they living in such a shithole and she's just working at a factory and who's this dude? Teacher? Post-corrective advisor. Brother. Yeah, I mean, these guys deserved it. The fuck is going on? The fuck am I watching? I've seen weird movies, but never this kind of weird. Like, different kind of weird. Proboscis? I need a bloody dictionary to watch this movie. Okay. What have I seen? I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to comment on it. I'm still surprised this guy is a school kid. I guess he's. I mean, he looks old to me, but yeah, I guess he's a school kid. And he's a. I mean, delinquent, I think, is like too low of a world. He's a menace to society, an horrible person. Nowhere looks real in this. That's 2001 is a reference to the movie. 2001 Space Odyssey. Why the dick-shaped ice cream? Never heard of any of them. That's disgusting. Don't lick my penis-shaped ice cream, please. I have so many questions. Like, what is this with his bed? Okay. A little bit of the old shagging. I know a classic English word at least. Okay. They're waiting downstairs. I really don't fucking know what this movie is going for. Like, there's a dissonance right now that I'm just like so unsure. I mean, I guess the youths are really messed up and and fucked in the head, I guess. I hate that like fake dick outfit thing. It looks so stupid. Oh boy. This guy is definitely fucking up quite a bit. Part of the new way. What's up with the eyeball thing? Like, how did this guy not get arrested? I mean, look at them. How does no one recognize them for their crime? Is this even like the real world? I'm starting to wonder. I mean, they don't live in the real world at least. Oh shit, it's a dagger. Yeah, I guess this guy did too much, so he's about to get it. I should have seen that coming. Oh, okay. It's not that bad. At least he didn't shank him. But with this weather, I might get infected. So she's not working at a factory. This movie might end with them betraying him, getting revenge. Ah oui, some crazy ass art, hein. Peut-être ça. Why all the Russian? Since when does Russian mix with English, especially like this super classic English? What a shot, I mean, the pussy is on the ground and the pussy in our face, right? I mean, this is so over the top. I understand what they're going for, yeah? That's a crazy amount of cats. Smart, smart. This is gonna get her to open. That's massive ass house. I'm sure they can find another chance there, I mean. Or break your window. Maybe like the juxtaposition of the classical classic music with, you know, really fucked up character doing fucked up things. What the fuck? I mean, I know the paintings are there, but what is that? There is, how do you call it, phallic stuff all over the place. Oh. So they survived, but they can't identify who attacked them? They might get caught this time. They might get caught. Fuck is this sculpture? They have art in commons, I guess? Bastard. I mean, this is King Kong's dick. I mean, she needs to buy time for the cops to come. What the fuck am I watching? Okay. Oh, nice. And to be honest, that thing looks like it weighs nothing. But I guess we're supposed to assume it's stone or something. Absolutely senseless. Oh shit. Okay. I thought it would be later. The taking revenge du Sully. The least you deserve. Finally. Like, no, he's getting out of this. Unfortunate he's not blind. Not enough. fuck police abuse, because obviously, sometimes it happens to innocents, but in this case, it's like, yeah, I can't say I'm not enjoying this. I'm not so bad. Said the. Do I even need to explain? I mean, they said he's a schoolboy, right? So, like, he's a piece of shit, but there's more to it. The environment he grew up in, the people he associated with. Obviously, he alone isn't the problem, he's part of the problem. That's too far. I don't know, like, maybe sometimes I always say that, but maybe, oh well, that's the kind of prison design. I always say that, people become fucked up and evil like this from, it doesn't just happen out of nowhere, right? I guess this might have been before, like, underage people only get correction until 18 and then they're let go. I mean, again, his parents didn't seem like terrible, right? So, they were maybe not great at parenting, but not abusive in the other way, right? So, like, maybe it's school. Like, at school, he met some other kid who had trouble because of terrible upbringing, and just, it just rubbed off on him. Okay, maybe I see where this movie is going. We absolutely hate this piece of shit main character, but are we going to potentially feel any kind of compassion because of how terrible prison system is, or something. Ring? Why do you lose that? I mean, I guess in 14 years the chocolate is fucked up, yeah. I think I saw where this is. I see where this is going, yeah. He's weirdly compliant so far, though. Not diagnosed, at least. That's the question. What happens if he says gay? Oh yeah, science fiction, that's a classic. Yeah, religion. They're really well dressed though for prisoners, but I guess it's like a juvenile prison maybe. But then, why is he spending 14 years in a juvenile prison? I'm sorry, but like, how are you gonna convince anyone? Like, somebody who's here for like killing, rape, and stuff like that. Like, your over the top theatric style isn't going to convince them of anything. mean, it was terrible back then, and I'm sure it's still not great to this day, right? The correction facility, it's a well-known subject, right? Be it juvenile correction facility or even prisons for adult, you know, they're not great at charging people. 2 years. I see. That's what it is. I'm surprised it's so good at blending in. I mean, so it means it's been 2 years without doing anything fucked up. That's some survival instinct. Wait, the Romans were whipping Jesus? I'm not sure about that part of the story, but I don't know the story too much, to be honest. The old in-out. Okay. So wait, now we're gonna act out that part of history. Then that guy in the back has some gigantic, I can't say it, aorta. Or his imagination. What's the point of like dehumanizing people to the point of not giving it, like not talking to them with their name, but a number? I mean, I guess it's seen as part of the punishment, kind of thing. That's what you think he wants? It's not gonna be like lobotomy or something. We're past that at this point. 60s, 70s. Ludovico Tricknick. By the way, my name is Ludovic. I don't know what it is, but it's probably nothing good. I was gonna say, if he wants to speedrun getting out of prison, yeah, befriending this guy is maybe not the best, because this guy is only gonna tell you, just be good in the name of the Lord and all that, right? He might not believe in science or psychology treatment as much or something. Wow, concrete prison. Damn. That's quite a lot of stuff in your room. I'm surprised they even allowed the porn poster. Is that all the outside time you get, just walking in a circle like this? And again, these people are a piece of shit. A lot of them have done terrible things, I assume, but man, I don't know. It's such a complicated topic. Crime, punishment, and what's right. The criminal reflex. I have to scream. He's definitely going to regret whatever they're going to do to him. I have no idea what you're gonna do to him. I can't stand this dude. That sounds like a crime. Why does this fucker has to scream every 2 seconds? Like, you can be authoritative without screaming like an idiot. Don't read it, sign it. He might try to punish him before he leaves or something. He's clearly mad. Oh no, okay. Man, this design, like pure concrete hell, huh? Is way too extra. I can't. Don't read it, sign it. So. That's a big fella. That looks nice. Experimental serum. What is it? This is where they're gonna do this thing where like they open his eyes forcefully. Oh. Oh yeah, they're doing it. Ah. Did they actually do this for the movie? Did the actor actually go through this? That looks real to me. What kind of movie are they gonna make him watch? Was the serum like something to make him more emotional or something? Oh. They had to have actually done that with to the actor because I don't see how this can look so real. I mean, this is kind of like him in his stooge. Right now? I mean, this is basically some of the stuff that he's done. Is that the idea? Like, show him so much fucked up stuff that he actually think of it that it's really fucked up? I really thought at first it was going to be the opposite, like they were going to try to build this empathy by showing him emotional movies or something. If he's not already insane, he's gonna be doubly insane. Isn't that obvious? But he's not. What? I mean, I know throughout the story there's been so much stuff like that, right? Like the dumbest cannabis story stuff. The science stuff where like someone thinks they have a good idea, but it's so biased and stupid. Like he's feeling sick because you're forcing his eyes open, you're giving some shitty drugs. That's the problem. World War II footage. I hate it because again, like this is so stupid, and yet I've seen many videos, that many things like this has happened in like the field of science, like some of the stupidest experiments like this, right? Where it's hard to believe anyone even let this happen, thinking that this made any sense. I mean, actually, maybe there's some logic to it. Like this is a traumatizing experience. So like if he goes back to society and he ever feels like doing violence to others, he's so traumatized about this experience that it will prevent him from doing it. Maybe you could like argue that kind of logic. Okay. I can't with the eye drop, I mean my eyes are hurting now. I mean, that makes me think of something, yeah. That again, you can condition yourself like this to have negative feelings, yeah. When I was young, I used the Taurus song as a as an alarm in the morning, and after a while, I started hating the song even though I used to love it. So there is some logic, yeah. I think if you want to do an experiment like this, I mean, on one side, like, this fucking guy is evil as hell, so I shouldn't feel bad for him, but if you want to do such fucked up experiment, you should do it on yourself first. Is what I think. Oh shit. I mean, I can't believe that, again, he wasn't changed. He was traumatized that he might not do any of this kind of violence again, yeah? I couldn't believe that. But then he's just going to be a broken person, right? I mean, we'll see what happens. This is interesting. So it's theater again. It's all theater. So you're just trying to provoke him into violence. His fist. I don't think he's cured. I think he's gonna react. Is he acting or again? Does he understand? Or is he actually getting the trauma response? Because he's smart enough to act. How is this the way they thought of proving like that he's fucking cured? How does this prove anything? Like a normal person should fight back against this. That doesn't mean they're violent. That means that they're willing to defend themselves. I know the point is supposed to be that it's discipline. So like, testing if he's horny now. Like if he doesn't get an hard on, it's all good. Or testing if he's gonna rape her, but like sure he hasn't seen a woman. Well, he hasn't been with a woman in 2 years, but come on. This fucking guy. This guy is definitely like the type that loves to be a prison guard because he himself would be tempted if he was outside. I mean, I'd like to have it in and out with her, but in a consensual way, you know? Oh. So it really works. I mean, it's not acting, is what I mean. Were you acting like this is such a great show? This fucking guy. I mean, that's the point. I mean, for once, I would side with religion, yeah. I think a lot more people, even though it's still small, have a chance of changing themselves through religion than not. Let's see then, let's see. Because again, you know, there's a lot of crimes and fucked up things that you can do. So like, yes, trauma response to killing, rape, and violence, but also I feel like something like this can be, like time might make it less powerful, the programming. They did not think or want him to come back. Like with this dude. He's not. Did they like adopt some other kid or something? Okay. Well, let's see already if the conditioning will break. The fuck is that shit? And that belt? Yep. The director is really good at making the sound though. It's an interesting concept though, again, like, he still is a violent piece of shit, but there's now a mental block that holds him from doing it. So he's still a terrible person. But if action is what matters and not what someone does, or what someone thinks, then does he become a fine member of society? Oh, the snake. Also, I guess a classic sign of this kind of crazy people where they care more about an animal than the real people they aren't. I mean, he pays the rent, he's a better son. You'd almost think like this guy is in on it, you know? This is still part of like the act, you know? Or maybe potentially a test actually? if it isn't the consequences of my own action. I do feel bad for the mom. Obviously, the parents weren't perfect, right? I mean, they weren't abusive, but they were clearly not parenting enough, you know? As always, I think it's too easy to just put the blame on the parents alone for how it turned out. There's probably a bunch of other things, which again, the movie doesn't seem to care about, like, showing how I became like this, right? We just have to guess, and maybe that's not the point, right? Still alive. I've never heard money being referred to as cutter. Recognize him. But it took you a while to recognize him. Revenge. What an humble narrator. Quite an eye for an eye now. So this guy managed to become a cop, huh? I mean, it ain't no secret that a ton of people joining the police is because, yeah, you know, they feel like they'd be able to more freely, be violent and all that, but under the law, so they can get away with it. I hate the laugh. You know, I still don't know if, like, I don't really feel bad for him. Like, he's still such a terrible piece of shit, right? I still don't really feel bad. Though, obviously, I still don't really agree with, like, whatever they did to him, the conditioning thing. But at the same time, do I not agree with it? Like, if it actually prevents him from, like, ever doing harm to anybody again. But is that right? The way they did it to him? And the problem with stuff like this is always, what if some innocent people have to be forced to go through something like this? But is it worth it if it's only like 5% innocent compared to 95% terrible people? I don't know. You know what I mean? There's so much to think about. They're not killing him. This is interesting. Like, it's almost like he's on the journey of, was it penitence or something? Like, coming over all the people he wronged. And I wonder how the people here are going to react. I mean, he raped the wife. I don't know, like, again, this feels a lot more deserved than the science experiment, I don't know. There's someone who can beat his ass, huh? Or is it that, like, I don't know. Is this a joke, like he became gay with a strong guy, so he never gets attacked again or something? He's in a wheelchair now. You don't recognize him? I don't think they fully covered you, the mask. Yeah, I think you can tell. Yeah, see, yeah, they don't know that he was also responsible for the rape. They only know for the Catwoman killing. Why? Or does he actually recognize him and he's just preparing to torture him or some shit? Like, why is he acting like this? Man, this movie is making me think. In one way, it's cartoonish almost, right? Very over the top, and like, there's no subtlety to what it's going for and the question it's trying to ask. But I don't really mind that, you know? Sometimes I hate when things are trying to be too subtle and I get kind of lost. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think a lot of what it's trying to not say, I think it's more questioning things, you know? Like, I don't think this has too much of an actual message to say. It's more, yeah, like, question, right? But this is cool. I mean, cool. This is quite good. That's what it is. Is he seriously singing the fucking song? How do you have so little survival instincts? That's going to trigger his memory. I mean, I want him to get his comeuppance, you know? Like, this is kind of a sick, you know, I'm being kind of like a sadistic viewer right now, but hey, what can I do? Like, this is another side of justice rather than throwing someone in prison or whatever. It's just give the criminal to the victims and let them dispense justice. This fucking guy. Yeah, this guy is strong. So I guess he's more like an helper. Is that some, what's it called? Uh, pasta bolognese, maybe? French. The color isn't good though. It looks more like juice. I'm surprised they even need to get him drunk. Did she kill herself? Oof. Man, this actor is great. Huh? What is it? Like, how can you feel bad for him? You know, we just learned that the girl he raped killed herself. Well, died. Uh, you know, how can I feel bad for him? Well, this seems positive. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he still doesn't know it's him. I do find it distasteful to play music over something like that in the first place, yeah. People do it all the time on social media these days. Like, they'll post a video of a tragedy, and rather than leaving the original audio, they put on a sad song. I find it so stupid. Hello Adrian. Oh. No reaction. Okay. He's fake passing out, right? No? To try to get out of whatever's happening? Oh. That's sad to hear. Rest in peace. Sorry to hear that, Adrian. So he actually passed out. And I'm playing Beethoven. Is this how they torture him? I knew this actor reminds me of something. The acting, the way he's doing it, reminds me of how Tuco's uncle, the one in the wheelchair, also act in Breaking Bad, right? I wonder if this was his inspiration maybe for the acting, because the acting, the facial expression are so similar, right? I kept thinking his acting is similar, yeah. That's what it is. It's the uncle in the wheelchair. I mean, I know they're trying to torture him, but they might actually cure him. Eventually, he's gonna stop working. Oh, I thought he was gonna like stab his ears. He's gonna survive. Yep. But paralyzed or something. fucked himself up, huh? Wasn't sorry. Oh, okay. I was gonna say someone sounds like they're mourning. I see. They were mourning. I'm surprised they sent him to do a hospital rather than keep him. Accused of inhuman means in crime reform. Oh, because okay, they wanted this for the political stuff. He was a victim trying to kill himself because of what they'd done to him. I see. The fuck is that? Why is she in such a leather outfit? I mean, in some way. Parenting wasn't great, I guess. He strayed off the right path a long time ago. Is there like some kind of meaning to these crazy art colors, which I don't think people would have at that time? I was saying that he has amnesia, but what happened in the prison? What kind of test is this? Yeah. Is he crazy or is he acting crazy? The in and out. I guess it's not acting, but this means that with the amnesia, he's forgotten his conditioning, so he's back to having no barrier. Yeah, it seems like he's back to his old self. By being back to being a psycho. That's really like hospital food, that's way too good. Huh? Okay. Why aren't you fired? Uh-huh. Maybe just, before doing human experiment, try to think a little bit longer. Oh, so that came out. Oh, I see, that's what happened. Because it's not that it didn't work. Just an idea. What's the point of all this? Like, do they not want to be sued or something? Huh? Yeah, that's what they're doing. So what, do they want him to act like what they did was actually good for him. Beethoven. The Press. I mean, it doesn't seem to react to the music, so yeah, it's definitely over the conditioning. Damn. Which means he's free to go back to being a terrible person with nothing to stop him. I mean, he looks insane. What's going on? Oh. What am I looking at now? And that's it. That's how the movie ends. I know this song. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts, but I really need to go to the restroom while the ending plays. Give me a quick minute. Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm assuming there was no like extra scene or anything, so I didn't miss anything. Just the song. I definitely feel like this is the kind of movie where I need to watch a 3 hours analysis to really understand a lot the end. Like, what even was the last scene supposed to be? Him banging some woman in like fake snow in front of a group of people dressed in a 100 years ago kind of way? Like, what does that even imply? Just that, I don't know. Like, he's insane and he's imagining that. I really don't know what this implies. Okay, well, that's it for A Clockwork Orange. I can say that was one another movie. But yeah, I guess it's Stanley Kubrick, and every movie I've seen from him was one another movie. That was really something. Like, the first hour before he goes to prison was like so crazy, you know, just like the random violence, the chaos, the weirdness of all the visuals, the location, the way people talk. Then I feel like it became definitely a bit more normal once he went to prison. Normal in the sense of like, it just wasn't as weird anymore. Even the experiment done on him, I just feel like, you know, it just didn't feel as crazy, yeah. You know, it's definitely a movie that makes you think. You know, it's always a subject that, you know, I don't really have much of a clear answer on what I think. Like, the guy is a piece of shit, but how did he become like this? That's something that should be addressed, right? You know, parenting is part of it, potentially the school situation, the society situation, if you want, right? There's a lot going on there, right? You know, does someone who kills someone, rape people, can they ever be let out again? You know, should they ever be let out again? I mean, it happens all the time, right? But should they ever be let out again? You know, should it be okay to experiment on them? You know, all those kind of questions, right? And I really don't know how I feel about a lot of it, you know? On one side, you know, my simple, straightforward human instinct is like, someone who's killed someone and raped people like that, innocent people to them, you know, I don't really care. Like, whatever is done to them, it doesn't matter. But as always, you know, there's the thing to consider of like, you know, as soon as you allow any kind of treatment and power like this over other people, some innocent will be cut in the crossfire. And should the government ever be allowed to do something like this, right? You know, I mean, we all know in many countries the prison system is broken. It does, you know, like the way it punishes people does not one bit prepare them to go back into society, even though the sentence tend to let people back into society. But you know, they might be worse than before, right? They've missed a lot of time of what's happened on the outside. In the inside, you know, they've often developed maybe some new trauma, and they have definitely not dealt with their issues, and they have definitely, you know, not changed a lot of the time. Maybe sometimes people change, right? I mean, there's so many questions here which are like, you know, so much farther than I can answer. I don't know. It's one hell of a story. It's one hell of a crazy movie. Do I think a lot more should be done to try to rehabilitate people? Yeah, but obviously the way they did it wasn't it, right? You know, I might just give a boring answer like therapy and yeah, you know, as always, you know, you never have like any kind of 100% success rate. I mean, it's probably even a miracle if you can get 50% of people who go through, you know, therapy to change. But yeah, obviously just putting people in prison so they just spend their time there for a couple of years is like not enough to change majority of people, nor is it to do like terrible treatment of them and all that. I mean, again, this subject like goes so freaking deep. Yeah, there's definitely a lot I didn't get about this movie. Like, you know, what was the point of all the crazy weird, like people, the way people dress, the weird architecture, the phallic stuff all over the place? Was it just like trying to portray decadence or something by having a lot of like, you know, phallic art and just porn art on the walls and stuff like that? Was this like maybe just a kind of commentary on like, you know, I don't know, like the youth being corrupted by like violent movies and all the, you know, the sexual stuff all over the place or something? I don't really know. Yeah, that's definitely one hell of a weird movie. I'm definitely gonna have to watch some video trying to explain a lot about it. Yeah. And yeah, we see the movie ends on a note of like, yeah, he's back to himself, right? I mean, we didn't see him do anything terrible yet, but I assume that, yeah, like, he's definitely going to. Yeah. What a movie. What I can say is what a movie. if this is the last movie I react to from the poll on this channel, wasn't a bad choice. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for those of you who waited for it. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. See you. See you next time.